okay to start? Chair, Commissioners, it's okay to start. You're live.
Okay, good morning, everybody. Thank you very much for coming in. And we're going to begin our public session of today's meeting just because I think we are more reliant today on technology for commissioners' participation. I'm just going to go around the proverbial, the virtual room, and so that everybody knows where everybody is. I'll start in New York. I'm here, Dan Horowitz, with Commissioners DeBello and Arroyo, and we have Commissioner Roth on the phone. I believe in Buffalo we have via Skype Commissioners Roth and Knox. I'm sorry, Commissioners Rath and Knox. Commissioner Renzi, we have via Skype as well. And we also have Commissioner Jacob, who is typing in. So with that, I think we can begin. First, let me note and thank both Commissioners Vin Diorio and Ellen Yarashevsky for their service since our last meeting. Each of them have moved on from the Commission, and we thank them very much for their important and valuable contributions as Commissioners. I'd like to turn to the first order of business, which is the approval of the minutes from our meeting on October 29th from our public session. Do I have a motion to approve the minutes?
So moved.
Any second? Second.
Discussion. Dan, discussion.
Yes, George.
It's my recollection that Commissioner Yarashevsky had announced her resignation when we came back into public session after our executive session. Is that correct?
Hold on, Buffalo, your mic's alive.
George, we'll take a look at the minutes. I'm not sure whether she...
Commissioner
I'm
Weissman.
not sure
Excuse
what
me.
she actually articulated.
Commissioner Horowitz, Chairman Horowitz, if we could just hold, please. We've got a problem with the Buffalo connection.
Okay.
Let's just get them reconnected.
Can we proceed?
I think she indicated she was going to resign, but a formal letter came in a week or so afterwards.
That's right, Commissioner. That's right. George, if you feel
Yes, I'd like the minutes to reflect in Roman 7 Commissioner Yarashevsky's intentions, because they seem to me to have been pretty important at the time.
okay, we could add a sentence that said Commissioner Yarashevsky indicated her intention to resign from the Commission. If that's acceptable, are there any other comments other than that to the minutes from October 29th public session? Hearing none, can we have a motion to approve the minutes as amended with the amendment we just discussed regarding Commissioner Yarashevsky?
So moved, Cabello.
Second?
Actually, Chair, we still have to hold this because I need to get Buffalo connected audio. We can see them visually, we just can't hear them.
Well, they're on mute right now.
I don't think they're hearing us.
But if it went to some artificial they the animal rights people go with it. Take it on. The bells and sweet.
Peter, put this phone in front of the commissioner.
All right. We're just going to have to... All right, Buffalo's going to be on a separate speakerphone.
Okay, John, you'll give us a heads up when we can proceed.
You can proceed now.
Okay, so on the table is a motion which has been offered and seconded to approve the minutes as amended with the addition by Commissioner Weissman. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, please raise your hand and say no. Seeing that the motion is carried, the minutes are approved. We now turn to item 3 on our agenda, and I'll turn it over to our Executive Director, Leticia, who I also would like to welcome. This is her first meeting as Executive Director. Welcome. I know we all have worked with you in your previous position with the Commission, and we look forward to continuing to do so in your new capacity as Executive Director.
Thank you very much, and good morning, everyone. I just want to update everyone on the academic FBS filings. The deadline for the filing was November 15th. We're now in the process of reviewing those filings and reaching out to those who have not yet filed. With respect to, and those, let me just remind everyone that those filings are made available to the public upon request. With respect to lobbying filings, on January 15th, we have a deadline for the lobbyist bi-monthly and the client semi-annual report. Source of funding disclosures can now be filed online, so that's new. We have an electronic form that's available on our website with instructions. We expect to be sending out an e-blast within the next several days with instructions and with a copy of the form, so that should be going out in the next week. And lastly, just a quick update on the source of funding regulations. The public comment period has expired on December 23rd. We'll continue to review the comments that we received, and I expect that we'll bring them to the Commission for discussion at our next meeting.
Any questions? Okay. If there is any new or other business, we can take that up. Otherwise, can I have a motion to enter into executive session?
Dan, I have a question.
Yep, George.
And it relates to, and maybe John can answer this, when do we post our public agenda for the meetings?
The morning of the meeting, before the meeting.
for open consideration, I'm wondering whether it could not be posted somewhat earlier, going forward in the future, in light of the fact that we are about transparency.
I mean, I think that's not a bad idea, George. I think sometimes there are, logistical issues as, we among ourselves discuss what we'd like to take up. So, sometimes that could be accomplished sooner rather than later. But, I don't know what other commissioners think.
This is David Arroyo. I have no problems to posting it as soon as we have the agenda firmed up.
This is
Right.
Commissioner Moss, I agree. As soon as we have it, we should post it and then amend it if necessary.
All right, well, let's try to do that on a going forward basis. I think that's
Well, what I'd like to do, Dan, is then make a motion that as soon as the commissioners have received their packages, that commission staff be directed to post on our website the public agenda that appears in our book.
Any discussion?
Well,
You need a second for the motion.
I'll second it. David Renzi.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion is carried. Thank you, George. Unless there's anything else to discuss, can we have a motion to enter into executive session?
so moved. Develop.
Second?
Second, Arroyo.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, the motion is adopted, and we will now go into executive session.
It's going to get colder and colder.
Well, they've got this nor'easter called Hercules that's coming your way. And they say it's an awesome storm.
All right, we're back public.
Okay, thank you. We've concluded our executive session where we discussed, among other things, a number of investigative matters, and we are now concluding our meeting, but we need a motion to do so. Do I have a motion, please?
So moved, Commissioner Arroyo.
Second?
Second, Mary DeGraff.
All in favor? Aye.
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 Any opposed? Hearing none. The meeting is concluded. Thank you, everybody. Have a safe and a healthy and a happy New Year.